couple of months ago, I gave the highest earning ride I have ever had in my over 12 years of driving rideshare. And now just 2 months later, I actually earned even more on a single ride. That previous one wasn't over $100, but the one I gave this week actually was. Let's discuss. Alright, so again, I always have to give this context. Here in Minnesota, we have guaranteed rates. During period 3, when transporting a passenger, we're guaranteed pay of $1.28 per mile and 31 cents per minute. And we do have a nuance here. We have a 2-week top-off structure. So after 2 weeks, we receive top-off payments. And this means that Uber and Lyft don't have to price every single ride to the guaranteed rates. And if they underprice rides, which is what I see most of the time here, after that 2-week period, they have to top us off to the guaranteed rates. So the actual upfront fare calculation that I see, I don't care about that at all anymore. I just care about the mileage and time. I want to maximize mileage because I know for those longer rides, no matter what they're paying upfront, I'm going to get paid to the guaranteed rates eventually. And after experiencing guaranteed rates here for over 1.5 years now, I understand more than ever that the calculation of the fare upfront has been the single worst change to driver pay. The amount of money that Uber and Lyft are taking under upfront fares, especially on longer rides, is insane. Alright, so again, just over 2 months ago, I gave this ride, which was my highest earning ride in my over 12 years of driving rideshare. It had a duration of 56 minutes and 36 seconds, and it was a total of 48.29 miles. And the main thing about this request and the reason I accepted it was because the destination was somewhere where I felt I wouldn't be stranded afterward. The upfront fare was $87.85, and I ended up earning $89.37 because of some wait time. Now, I loved that request, it was fantastic, but I was actually hoping to earn even more on a single ride. I wasn't going to hold my breath, but I was hoping to earn more. And sure enough, just over 2 months later, I actually did. It came this week, it was a Lyft request, it was a queued request, which does make things a little bit more tricky. I'm giving my current rider a ride, and I see this request, it's a unicorn request, and I have to analyze those details while I'm trying to navigate. And at first glance, when I saw the request, I thought it came in and it said an hour and 50 minutes of duration. It was probably an hour and 5 minutes of expected duration. I do think I remember seeing that the trip was over 50 miles. I remember there was a stop involved. It was a round trip, and it was a round trip that started near downtown Minneapolis. So I knew that I would end up back near downtown Minneapolis. And also, I don't even think I looked at the upfront fare. I looked at that duration. I looked at that mileage. That was all I needed to know to accept the request. But also, since it was a queued ride, I wanted to make sure that what I saw at that quick glance was correct. So after I dropped off my current rider, I then looked at that next ride, and I saw that it was a round trip from Minneapolis to Hudson, Wisconsin and back. Again, I'm looking for requests with high mileage, but I also don't want to be dropping off in a rural area where I might be stranded. Now, as far as the actual details of the ride, the total duration was 57 minutes and 28 seconds and 53.95 miles. Now again, I don't care about the upfront fare, but the upfront fare was $42.17. This is ridiculously low in my opinion for a 54-mile ride. I would have never accepted this without the guaranteed rate structure, and this is probably what this would have looked like before guaranteed rates were implemented here. It's ridiculous how much Lyft and Uber are taking on these longer rides. What I should have been paid under the guaranteed rates for the ride alone was $86.87. Lyft underpaid this ride by $44.70. Which is crazy because that Uber ride from a couple of months ago paid $8.49 above the guaranteed rates. So Uber paid almost $9 above the guaranteed rates, and Lyft paid almost $45 below the guaranteed rates. Alright, so again, in a couple of weeks, I will be topped off to what I should have been paid for this ride, $86.87. So technically, I didn't actually earn over $100 on ride earnings alone on this ride. But what did actually push this ride over $100 for me was the fantastic tip of $19.80 that this rider left. So the total that I will earn on this ride after my top-off payment is $106.67. So again, technically I still have never earned over $100 on ride earnings alone on a single ride, but that tip pushed me over $100 on this ride. And again, it's still pretty crazy to me that Uber was the one that actually overpaid on their ride, and Lyft was the one that underpaid so much on their ride. But these two rides are examples of how fantastic the earnings environment can be here in Minnesota under our guaranteed rate structure. So my two highest earning rides after 12 years of driving rideshare within just a couple of months of each other. And again, the guaranteed rates have been the best improvement to the earnings environment I have experienced in my entire tenure of driving rideshare. And guaranteed rates are something that I wish all markets could experience. If you've yet to download the Solo app to help you manage your rideshare business and earn more, our referral link is in the description. We also have a free newsletter, and the link to sign up for that is is in the description as well. If you've yet to watch my previous video on the 5 things that I concentrate on to maintain a high rating on Uber and Lyft, be sure to check that one out. Thanks again for watching and drive safe. Thanks.